All right, folks. Oh my god. What the shit is this piece of work? It is the KV-1SA version. The A stands for, obviously, Russian bias, or cash grab, duh. So auto-reloader version of a rapid-firing 76mm KV-1SA as a premium tier 5, nonetheless, but great, wonderful, just what we need. A IS-3A at tier 5, practically. So, Russian version of a reverse auto-reloader where there's no drawback for the first round. So, basically the same reload as a KV-1SA, but it can carry 6 rounds in the clip. Just because. So, if you don't manage to kill anything with the 6 rounds, the follow-up shot is practically like a normal KV-1SA. There's no detriment, so yeah, you're not going to survive in something like a Matilda. No. Great, wonderful, Russian bias, exquisite at its finest. But there are drawbacks, as expected. So weak turret front, weak hull front, garbage accuracy, garbage view range, or aim time, as expected. But the turret looks a little bit longer for the auto-reloader portion of the vehicle, but sure. Let's take a look at the stats. So, Russian auto-reloader version, or reverse auto-reloader, compared to the Italians, where the first shell is 4 seconds, 6 round the clip, 9 seconds for the last shell, so total reload of some number, about 30-ish, 40-ish seconds, but still, yeah. When you finish, just go back to 4 seconds of reload. Penetration 120 for APCR, and gold APCR is 150, which is premium tank, so not the greatest, not the worst. And high explosive for high explosive, but since you're using a auto reloader, I'm doubting you're using high explosive, so you don't want to load all high explosive. That's kind of useless, but some like 3 or 4 rounds wouldn't hurt. Plus you carry about 100 rounds, so carry a few high explosives here or there, but takes 1 second between each shot. So in 5 seconds, you already fired 6 rounds, dealing about 660 alpha. If that's not enough to kill a freaking tier 4, you can follow up in 4 seconds with another shot. I mean, granted, accuracy sucks, aim time sucks, but hey, if you're at close range in a city brawl, that doesn't matter, right? Or you can spam all gold shield like a scum, sure. Now, accuracy is not the worst compared to something like a KV-1 shielded or a KV-220 at tier 5, but I'm presuming this thing doesn't have preferential matchmaking, so you will see tier 7s. So that's the downside of playing a tier 5, but I guess 5 degrees gun depression, 25 elevation, 100 rounds in the ammo rack. That's good. 5 crew members. Does the regular KV-1 have 6? No, it doesn't. It has 5. Same goes for the Churchill or the KV-1 shielded. So technically they just elongated the turret a little bit for the auto reloader part without taking out the loader. So it's not like the IS-3A where you don't have the safe stowage if you're playing with the vehicle, the lack of a loader. So that's a plus, but this gun is it's not accurate, sure. It takes long to aim, sure, but it's like this gun with a improved aimed KV-1 shielded that have vents and improved aiming as well as rammer, but 4 seconds for the shot. Well, you cannot put the rammer on the KV-1SA, so that's the downside, but you have 6 rounds in the clip. So maybe you put vents. We'll talk about equipments later. I need to think about it. So let's take a look at the mobility. top speed of 43, not bad. 11.4 horsepower per ton ratio is somewhat slow, but this is a brawler heavy tank in cities. Hull traverse is actually not bad, 34, and turret traverse is alright, 26. Reverse of 14 kilometers per hour, so it's a Russian heavy at tier 5, but 800 health, 75 for the hull front, like a KV-1, 60 at the hull sides, like a KV-1S, obviously. Turret armor is only 82, so kinda weak, and it's rounded, so yeah. 330 meters of view range and 730 for the signal range for the radio. It's not as fast as a regular KV-1, right? Actually, it's faster in terms of top speed, but well, it has the armor. It's based off of the KV-1S, duh. But KV-1S is at tier 6 now, so that doesn't count. Alright, that doesn't count. It's faster than a KV-1 shielded, faster than a KV-220, and obviously faster than a 𝘚𝘵𝘪𝘪𝘢. So about the same well, it should be the top speed of KV-1S, duh. But should be also the same armor. Yep, also the same armor. Just have an auto reloader at tier 5 with a 76mm. That is like the KV-1 shielded. It's a little bit different than the 76 on the KV-220. Better pin, but this thing has preferential matchmaking, so it's like the KV-1 shielded gun, but it's an auto reloader version of the gun. Alright, but is it worthwhile? So, well, 100% crew will shave down the reload time, obviously. So DPM is not the worst. 1,700 for a stock 100% crew without brothers in arms or vents and stuff, but camo is actually not bad for a heavy tank, and that's all we get from this panel right here. So that's all we get, but 100% crew accuracy is 0.34, which is not bad, and 2.4 seconds of aim time is also technically not bad for such a gun, but we don't know about the dispersion or the terrain resistance for that matter, so yeah. But now, when looking at it, you'll put vents and probably gunner sights for the accuracy, and since you cannot put rammer, what the hell do you put? Enhanced gun lane drive or turbocharger to make it go faster, or even optics. Well, since it's only 1 second of aiming, this is likely a must for the accuracy if you're spamming all the shells. This is also probably a must. It's a split between the enhanced gun lane drive, the turbocharger, or the optics. You could go for more health just to be a bum, be a fun killer at tier 5, but there's no fuel modifications. You only start at tier 6, so nothing to worry about over there, but oh my god. How much would I rate this thing? It's not like we need a premium tier 5 Russian heavy tank. Shot velocity is also not slow for the APCR round, 950 meters per second. High explosive is somewhat slow, so don't carry too much. You could carry like 10 since you carry 100 rounds. 10 rounds of the high explosive is not that much. Nothing else of interest over here. It's a premium tank, of course. Does not share the gun with anything else, obviously. It's an auto reloader. Does not share the engine with anything else, surprisingly. And that's practically it. Yeah, premium tank. So, KV-1S with a auto reloader. That's practically toxic as all hell. It's like with the KV-1 shielded, but just 10mm less armor at the front and 15 less at the sides, and about 8 less at the turret front, but you're a lot faster in terms of horsepower per ton ratio and top speed combo, but 11.4 is not the best horsepower per ton ratio, right? So how much? It's only 13.5 for the top engine on the actual KV-1S. And actual KV-1S has 600 horsepower compared to the 500. So it's like the stock engine on the KV-1S at tier 6 now, but how much would I rate this toxic piece of crap gun? We don't need more premium Russian heavy tanks. We got enough. Like, really, enough is enough. There's ones at tier 5, tier 6. Is there a tier 6 premium? Oh, the KV-2, 𝘚𝘪𝘢𝘴. Duh. But there's also at tier 7, tier 8. So there's a lot of premium Russian heavy tanks. A lot. No question about it. But I might think this could be a holiday ops tier B or tier 2 reward thing from the loot boxes or gift boxes. So these are not the tier 8s that you're looking for, but still decent enough of a reward for a holiday ops box. Because recently, in the last few years, Wargaming stopped introducing new premium low-tier vehicles into the game as for just regular selling in the premium shop. So they stopped doing that. The last vehicle, I think, was possibly... No, not the AMX 13 Sherman, right? Low tier medium tank. That's a premium. Oh god. Yeah, I think the last vehicle they introduced to be sold regularly might be the Brittany Panther, because this was from Holiday Ops. This was normally sold, but that was a long ass time ago. Maybe tier 5? This is a piece of junk, all piece of junk. Might be the Girls on Panzer one. That's might be the last low tier premium tank, but this is obviously in a package, not for just regular selling. And this was limited time offer, so that's a big difference. But KV-1S auto reloader. God damn, this is a toxic piece of shit. If it has preferential matchmaking, I think this thing will be practically broken. For now, it will face tier 7s. It will face the likes of an IS, where it will get killed by IS pretty quickly. But then again, you can spam a lot of damage into the IS before you get killed, so that's a plus. It's not... It's just so good at what it does, and what it do is bully lower tiers. It's not good at bullying higher tiers. It's good at bullying lower tiers. Whereas something like the Panzer IV, it's pretty good premium tank. It can scale for itself and for your teammates at tier 7 and stuff, but it's not exactly a bully unless you play it well. Whereas that vehicle, the IS, not the IS, the KV-1S auto reloader is practically a bully at tier 5. So it's something like the KV-1 shielded in a sense, where it's a bully against tier 4s and tier 5s, but against tier 7s, the armor doesn't mean much. The shielding part of the armor doesn't mean crap, so you get chewed out nonetheless. But it's like a 7.75. I mean, it's like an 8 when you think about it. Unless you're bottom tier. If you're bottom tier, it's like a 5. Maybe 5.5. But if it's top tier, holy crap, you'll chew through tier 4s and super toxic. Oh my god. How the hell do you manage to kill this thing if you're playing something slow, like a Matilda or something? Or even like this thing. Oh my god. Play this thing and you can even pin the freaking... Oh god, KV-1SA. You cannot pin with this garbage penetration. What the hell do you do with something like this, where you have garbage DBM against a KV-1SA? You just die, roll over and die. So, it's like a 8 if it's top tier. It's like a 5.5 if it's bottom tier. So for now, 7.25 That's the average. So close enough, I guess. I don't know. Well, there you go, folks. Super toxic KV-1SA. No, great. Yeah, 7.25. Just because it's pretty trash if it's bottom tier, but it's pretty good if it's top tier. So, will you take the toss up of being a bully some of the times? Or you can just spam all gold show like a toxic scum anyways, so that doesn't matter. Well, there you go, folks. 7.25 for the KV-1SA. Well, hopefully, I don't think they will sell this thing in the premium shop as a regular, offer thing. They'll probably add it to the Holiday Ops box for this year, so we'll see what other candidates will likely be, as well as the guest. So I'm hoping for 𝘠𝘰𝘹𝘪𝘢𝘴 to be the guest for this year's Holiday Ops. If he is in his current form of 𝘠𝘰𝘹𝘪𝘢𝑛ess, I'll pay $300 worth of Holiday Ops gift boxes, just because if you get the current iteration, the fat 𝘠𝘰𝘹𝘪𝘢𝑛, I'll pay $300. No question about it, but we'll see what happens. There you go, folks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.